What's up, everybody? Good morning. Wow, I'm home. I'm so excited to be home. oh, I'm in San Francisco. I woke up this morning just like, you know, uh, yeah, it was good. Glad to be home. How you doing? How's everybody? I know it's way late. Let me see. 9 plus 9 is 18. So it's like 6 o'clock in most of the places. I was just in 12 hours ago. So real talk here, friends. Like they don't let me fly business class anymore. It used to be I could fly business class if it was 10 hours or more. So now every time I go to Europe, every time I go anywhere, I'm sitting there in economy. Um, and I don't know if you know me, but I'm a web scale kind of guy, right? Stretchy pants and everything. It takes up space, so I'm sitting there, like this. And then yesterday, awkwardly, I took this flight from Athens to Newark, New Jersey, which is great because if you want to if you want to do like immigration on the layover, then you should definitely come to America and stop at some port of call before your final destination. It's fun. It's really good. They make you take your bags out and do the immigration dance and all that. You enter the airport again from the outside. It's not, it's not a time waste at all. And then you finally get on the plane and you go where you're going. So I went from Athens to Newark, New Jersey, and then from Newark to San Francisco, my home, right? And both times I had a 6-hour flight, and of course delays, just so many delays. I mean, delays everywhere, right? So I had a delay going from Athens, although not that much. But then we arrived in New Jersey, got on the plane, and by this point, I've spent the last like 11 hours sitting like this, like at an angle, right? Because there's this guy. Well, no, I guess it was this way. There's a guy on my left who was also like me, just a very generously sized human being, and his ribs. No, sorry, his elbow were in my ribs. For the entire 11 hours. So I'm sat like this contorted. And thank God I always book a right-hand aisle, right? If you're right-handed and you're on a plane, make sure you have your right hand in the aisle. That's a pro tip from somebody who's flown literally tens of millions of miles in his life. Just in economy, it's the only way to be, because otherwise you're fighting for an armrest with somebody who might be bigger and might win that fight, right? And if you can't use your right hand, then you basically can't use your hands at all for a lot of the things that we do. Like, I can type on my phone, not very efficiently, but I can do it with my right hand. But if that's like weird, then it's not going to be fun. It's great if you can have both hands, but they save that privilege for the people that pay for business class, which is always 4 or 5 times more expensive. So anyway, that was an 11-hour flight. We get to New Jersey, and then we get on the next flight. And we get on the plane, and then we're delayed for an hour and 30 minutes. So I was so exhausted because I didn't get any sleep because I was tired of having this guy's elbow in my ribs the first time. And of course, we're wearing a mask, right? You can see my lips are all. The last 2 weeks has just been an exercise in being the only guy on a plane wearing a mask at this point. So doesn't matter. Like my kid's graduating high school in a week, so I cannot afford to get sick. I'm not gonna miss that for all the tea in China, So so I was wearing a mask and just do my best to not get sick or anything. And so anyway, my lips have been the whole last 3 weeks in Europe. I've been, my lips have just been like, I look like the Joker. My lips are so red. The whole area is just so red from the chappedness, the dry air, springtime allergies, plus the masks. Oh my God, just I have a dry chunk of skin where my lips should have been, and it just everything. Oh, so miserable. And then I get to Newark, and we're an hour. We're sitting we're boarded on the plane. We're an hour and a half, hour and 10 minutes, not hour and a half. I felt like I don't know. We're an hour and 10 minutes delayed, but I didn't know this because I got on the plane. I fell asleep. I buckled in, made sure I was in a position where nobody would need to wake me up or bother me, and just passed the F out. And then I woke up thinking, oh, I wonder how long I slept. Did I sleep through the whole flight? Are we home yet? Nope. Not only did I not sleep the whole flight, we were still on the ground in New Jersey, like an hour and 10 minutes later. That was the only real sleep I got, and it was we did nothing. Nothing happened in that entire time. Um, it's the best if you're so tired you can get on a plane and like time travel. You fall asleep and then you wake up and it's like, oh, we're landing. Like that's my favorite. But it doesn't always happen that way, does it? So anyway, by the time I got home, I tell you, I was walking wounded. But the good thing, because I was so tired, I was able to go to bed. By that point, it was already late in the evening here in San Francisco, so I was able to go to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning after having unpacked and thrown my oh so filthy laundry. Because I did laundry on the road, right? That's the only way you can do these trips is you do the laundry in hotel. But I did a round of laundry midway through roughly in Germany, but um, that doesn't mean I was not starting to get to my last few clean pair of things. It was to the point where I took one of those conference T-shirts, which I never do. Like when I first got this job as a developer advocate, and I was traveling around the world. Uh, I was doing it much less frequently than I do now, or certainly much less than I did in 2019 and in the whatever decade leading up to that. But I traveled enough that I started to get a lot of these T-shirts, and I start to like, I need to pack them, and I need to leave extra space for them in my luggage. I'm like, don't want to throw away a good T-shirt, but also I need to like leave room, which is annoying. And eventually, I had so many of these things, these conference T-shirts, that I started to like giving them to charity. Because what am I going to do? I just don't have enough room. I live in San Francisco. The space required to store those T-shirts, you could charge $1,000 rent for here in SF. So I was like, I'm not gonna, that's not happening. So then, and eventually, I got to the point where I was traveling so much that I didn't even have the ability to keep the stuff in my luggage, along the way, because I just wouldn't get home anytime soon. It'd be a month before I was going home. And so to have all the stuff accruing in my luggage would just weigh me down so considerably that I stopped doing it. But this time, after years of not collecting shirts, I actually took a shirt. It helped me bridge the gap between cleanliness and not cleanliness. Oh, another thing. I was on long story short, but I flew into Europe. I arrived 5 May, and then I was going to leave 22nd May. And so I flew into and out of Athens. Long story short, because of the shenanigans required to make this whole trip happen, my ticket in and out of Europe was from the same port, from the same place. So that meant that no matter where else I went, I had to return to Greece. So the last leg of my journey was in Belgrade, Serbia. Wonderful, wonderful. There's a great show called IT Connect. By the way, all the shows were super duper good, right? I had so much fun this year. Devox UK, Devox Greece, IT Connect, and the Java User Group in Brunswick, and of course, my beloved Spring IO in Barcelona. But I had so much fun. But IT Connect in Belgrade I haven't been there since before the pandemic, and it's led by women, which is great. Like it's a huge deal, right? It's all women founders, right? And it's an amazing show and just a really good vibe, and like, okay, I'm coming back. I'll support this. It was a small show when I first went, and I thought, well, this is, I like being on the ground floor of startup shows. I like shows that are new, and because I've attended some in the early days and just been a part of it for many years afterwards, and it's just always great to have those memories of like, hey, do you remember when this show was so small I could fit in this or that or whatever? So this show was actually slightly bigger in 2019, unsurprisingly, given the unprecedented decline in our world economies and especially the IT industry and so on. So it's actually a little bit bigger when I first joined it. It's contrary to most early day stories, but it's still a fabulous show. They got Kent Beck, they got the good, the great, the amazing Dr. Venkat Subramaniam. They got yours truly. They got Hadi Harari. I mean, just amazing folks all around, and so I love this show. I just love it, and I always have a lot of fun there. But I was only there for like whatever 20 hours. I just didn't have enough time to properly stay because it was right after Spring IO. So I went out Friday evening with people in Spring, Iowa, and Barcelona, and then I was on a plane at 9 in the morning on Saturday, and so on. Francisco, is this my friend? Hey, buddy, good to see you. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Is that my friend? Yes, I think it is. I think it is. I'm not his. I'm getting this very generic icon, but either way, it's good to see you. And if it is my friend, the one with whom I got to hang out here in San Francisco less than a year ago, good to see you as well. My Italian friend. I'm assuming that's you. I don't know. Hello everyone. Hi. Hello. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. I assume you're. I assume that you're sending that to me and not to Francisco. But if you are, you should definitely be a fan of Francisco too. He's great. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. Yeah. There you go. Oh yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, they lost my luggage. Is all I'm trying to say. I came from Belgrade back to Athens, Greece, and they lost my luggage. So I had to board. I collected my luggage in Athens airport the next morning before I went to America. But I was wearing stinky clothing from the day before. Is my point. I didn't even have a chance to, take a shower. To completely like. I got a shower, but I didn't get a chance to completely rinse the filth off. All that to say, not great. Okay, friends. Today is the 23rd of May, and it's time for me to put my weekly blog together this week in spring. Famously, nothing has happened in the last week, so I don't know what we're gonna write. Oh, did we release Spring Boot 3.1? Look at that. I guess we did. It is my. By the way, if no tiles tracker given how often you travel. Well, I always carry the luggage with me, right? Always, but they forced me to like check it on the jet bridge, right? And yeah, I should. Anyway, they found it. It's not like it was. They're always going to find it. It's just, are they going to find it fast enough for it to be useful to me? And in this case, since I was only in Greece for, like 16 hours just as a layover to catch my flight back to the States, the answer is no, they didn't. Yeah. Oh, big 28th birthday of Java. I can't believe it. I was 20. Java is gonna be. It's gonna be big. You just watch. It's gonna be huge. Is that already the 20th birthday of Java? Where did you see that? Java 28th. I know it's the 28th this year, but is this a specific date? May 29th. Let's see, May 21st. That's not a word. Let's see. May 28th. 26-hour Java birth. Yeah, it's around here. All right. I see a lot of people talking about May this, May that. Let's see. What is it? Okay. When did Wikipedia? Java. When was it? May. Look at that. Wow. Gonna be May 23. That's it. You're right. It's, oh my God. Simon, you're a genius, as always. Happy birthday. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put that out there. Happy 28th 28th birthday. Java. Oh, yeah. It's, I don't know, what is it? What are we gonna say out there, people? What are we gonna say? It's like watching a child grow up and then become a convict. No, it's like I don't know. It's been great. I love Java. Fun watching you grow into the language we all know and love. There. Yeah, I was supposed to join that, but it was he wanted me to join overnight, and it was the Nikolai Parlog live stream. I was supposed to join, and he wanted me to join overnight, and I said, well, that would work if I were still in San Francisco, but as I'll be in Belgrade at the time, it's going to be a little awkward. But then I saw Dr. Venkat Subramaniam was on the stream, and he was actually in Belgrade, so now I'm thinking I probably could have done that. I could have probably just gone with him and done that. Okay. Good stuff. So yeah, let's see. Spring Boot. So yeah, Java 28. I can't believe it. Happy birthday. We're gonna write this blog today. Java Happy 28th birthday, Java. Let's see here. What else do we want to put in this thing? I mean, I'm not. This is, Kubernetes. Maybe you care about this? No, don't care about it. We're just right now. We're pruning down the list of stuff I want to include in this week's roundup, right? And I just, what was this tweet about? I wonder. Oh, that was fun. Don't need to include that though. Okay. Difference between target port and Kubernetes. Nope. 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 I want to give. Okay. Oh, I don't like Hibernate at this point. Fine. People use it, right? It's not like I can just not talk about it. And it's certainly useful if if you're Vlad, obviously, then it's gonna be great. You can make amazing things happen, right? But that's not everybody, right? Most of us are gonna fail. Let's see here. So this is the thing. We released Spring Boot 3.1 last week, and it was, let me see. So we released Spring Boot 3.1 last week, and I just realized my screen. Here we go. Okay, released Spring Boot 3.1, and we have all these like new things that have just happened as a result of that. So Spring Boot 3.1, if you haven't already seen it, my friend, go watch this video I did. It's only like whatever. It was first of all, what are the comments? Oh, okay. Everybody's asking. For those of you asking, Spring Cloud will come out with a general GA compatible version this week. Okay, it's just a week. This always happens every single time we release a new version of Spring Boot. There's a brief period where there's not a GA version of Spring Cloud that supports it. As Spring Cloud builds in Spring Boot, there needs to be a bit of a gap between installations. Okay, so here's this video I did. It's fine. There are definitely things you could do with your life that are better, but this isn't the worst. Okay, and it's Spring tips. Go fast with Spring Boot 3.1. Go watch that. Not now, dear God, not now, because we're busy putting together a blog. All hands on deck. But for later, you know what I'm saying? Like later, you should definitely watch this. It's all the new features and some old ones in Spring Boot 3.1, which we released on the 18th of May, so 5 days ago, and it has been an insane few days since. Oh yeah, let me see. Fun weekend showing Spring Boot 3.1 and the test containers enhancements. There you go. See, Simon's on the right page. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. He's doing the right thing. Yeah. Spring Boot 3.1 is out there. You should be trying it out. Lots of cool stuff. So I'm putting together the roundup, and that's what we're doing today. So we're gonna have that Spring Tips video, number 1. Number 2, happy 28th birthday, Java, right? It's I don't know. Is it wrong to? I'm gonna be like the fake news, as the bastards call it. I'm gonna call myself the fake news by linking my own source. Isn't that horrible? You know what? Let's just link to Wikipedia. Wow, I just tweeted this a second ago and on this stream. What's going on? Okay, great. So people are fans. People like Java. It's not a cool language, but it's a great language. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's a distinction. Hey Deshaun, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? And so many magnificent guests. What is that? What do you mean, so many magnificent guests? I hope you're talking about the this very show, my little YouTube channel, because there were a ton of great guests last week that I managed to persuade to join me live from Spring IO, if you're pronouncing it as a Western European might. Okay, so this is Matt Rabel's updated blog. Matt Rabel. Updated his article showing how to build a beautiful, good application so we don't get sued by Apple and Anchor. Good. Oh, you're okay. Thank you, Simon. Nice save. You're talking about Nikolai's thing. Okay, I'm sorry. The maybe the chat is just a little async, or maybe my brain is truly the actual thing delayed here. Either way, I get you. Nice save. Custom web flux exceptions in Spring Boot 3. Go on. Wait. Actually, if you haven't seen this, this is a 50-page blog. Okay, like look at this. It might even be longer if I look. It's good gravy. Look at that, 61 pages. So print it out and then just keep it under your pillow. It's a build a beautiful CRUD app, Spring Boot and Angular, and it's been updated. You can see May 19th, 2023 to work with Spring Boot 3.1, right? With my buddy Rabel there, right? And so it's involved, because there's TypeScript and Angular and yeah, I mean, what the hell is going on? Why? Oh, look at all this. Okay, finally some Java. Okay, good. There's my security, some custom security stuff because it's Matt Rabel and he knows how to do security. And then there's a custom filter here. I like how most of this, there's like 3 lines of business logic, a declaration, a method, and then all of these comments. Here's our custom HTTP controller. Okay, it's a CRUD app, right? So you're doing some data access, you got an object, it's an aggregate with a relationship, and we're showing it. Oh, there's more back. We're back in Angular land, which is fine. He's using Maven. This is brave. I think hey, show of hands, chat. Who's using Maven? Do 1 for Maven, 2 for Gradle, 3 for still an ant. There better not be any 3s. I just want to know. Okay. So anyway, good blog. Check that out, Matt Rabel. Custom exceptions in WebFlux. What is this? We've hey Josh, we got a question here. So let's see. So 1 was Maven, I assume. Is that what I'm to understand? I see a lot of 1s. Wait, Simon, what does the 1 to 4 mean? What is 4? Is 4 like I'm using pants? 1 equals Maven, 2 yeah, thank you, Deshaun. See, I forgot my own selections. Okay, so what? It's pretty unanimous at this point. All the people that responded that they're using Maven first. Fair enough. Yeah, oh, using 4.0 of is somebody here using the polyglot Maven? Did that ever take off? I've never. I think I've done 1 thing with it ever. Seemed cool, but yeah, okay, lots of 1s, and then some. There's 1 person who said they're also doing 2. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Maven's pretty great. It certainly works for me. But like I said, this is the year of Gradle for me. I'm gonna, it's oh yeah, yeah, Maven D, of course. Maven D is dope. I think there's a consensus here in the chat that Maven's dope. Maven has worked just fine for a lot of us. Now, if the opinions of we humble few in this live stream were enough, I think we would all just be using Maven. But like I said, this is the year of Gradle for me. I say it all the time. This is the year I'm going to lose some weight and learn Gradle, and I've definitely been learning Gradle, and it's fine. I quite like it. It's been, it's good. You should. I mean, I don't want to convince anybody of anything. I just want you to try it, but try it with Groovy. I hate to say it. I don't love the Groovy experience compared to Kotlin, but the documentation out there is all about Groovy, so you're going to have a much easier time there. Also, try this guy's tutorials. Tom Gregory. People. Here we go. This guy is like my Gradle hero. This guy. He's got a course that I took. I really, okay. I demerit for that there, Tom Gregory. That ad sucked. Okay, get going with Gradle. No, Gradle multi-project class course. Gradle build Bible. Whatever. I think maybe it's this one. I don't know. I took one of the courses. I bought it. It's pretty great. Get going with Gradle. Yeah, okay. Anyway, he spends a lot of time. What I realized when I watched his course was what? I just saw the stupidest article. I gotta stop. I just gotta delete all the news apps. The world is just going to hell in a handbasket. Okay, so anyway, Tom Gregory's got this like great course, and he right from the very beginning, you find yourself writing custom tasks, which is something that's exceedingly difficult to do in Maven, unless you're using the Groovy script Maven plugin or using you know something that lets you shell out to a language embedded in the project. Unless you're doing that, it's really painful to write custom scripts in Maven, to write custom plugins. You have to set up a whole project and do some actual software development. With Groovy and Gradle, with Gradle, it's really easy to create a task. And so that was the thing that was kind of lost on me when I first started doing it. And everything kind of solves itself in terms of this really flexible plugin and task model. Plugins are the thing that can aggregate any number of different tasks. But tasks, you can just create your own in project. You don't even have to have a custom plugin for it. So watch his course. Okay, and no, I don't make any money if you buy his course. What is happening? I don't even know. We're doing the roundup. We're doing this. We're trying to figure out what happened in the news this last week so that I can then publish a blog on Spring.io and then call it done for the day. I'm going to call it done. I want to go back to playing Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, that's the real. That's where we are. Okay, is Tears of the Kingdom is on my mind right now. I'm having this discussion with all y'all. It's great, but in my head, I'm wondering how I'm going to unlock that temple in Zelda. It's just where I am in life. Okay, there was Spring Boot 3.1. Love that, love it a lot. And then there's Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It's a very sort of I mean there's family. My family is definitely first, but they're all my kids at school, my partners at work. So today there's 3.1, which is it's a background thread. It's a daemon thread that's in everything I do. And then there's Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, so we're putting together This Week in Spring live because runner release supporting Spring. Did he say Spring Boot 3.1 or 3.0? He might. Let's see. Oh, yeah, 3.1. Oh, that's so good. I love our community. As soon as there's a Spring Boot 3.0 release, they just update the version and then release it. Let it rip. Send multi-part file requests with rest assured. Is this a thing that I need to do? There's no Spring. I mean, you can use rest assured with Spring. Oh, okay. Don't need that. Goodbye. Shared secret. This is probably not great. Yes, it is. Never mind. Okay. If we're gonna do security. Spring GraphQL released, obviously. There's a bit, and you can always tell when we're about to have a new release of Spring Boot because there's a parade of new releases that get released right before, right? So this is May 17th, right before we released Spring Boot 3.1 on May 18th. So one that we have pagination support now, supporting the cursor connection specification, including the scroll API. We've got schema mapping checks, annotated exception handling, all sorts of. Oh, good. Look at that. GraphQL exception handler, annotated handler methods. Neat. Okay. So you can have a uniform representation of errors. Oh, okay. So your question. Oh, sorry, buddy. I saw your question, and I just memory hold it. How do we use Spring profiles in Graalvm? Yeah, it's not going to be great. It's not going to be as awesome as it should be, and the reason is because when we do the native image compilation, Spring Boot starts up and it creates an application context full of bean definitions, and those bean definitions are based on the state of the application at compile time, right? So if you activate a profile, if you say spring.profiles.active equals blah, 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 A, B, and C, then all the beans that are tagged for the profiles A, B, and C, respectively, will be available at compile time, and then you can activate that profile at runtime. But it's a closed world assumption, right? The idea that you have certain beans that are available, at runtime that don't exist at compile time, that's not possible anymore with the way that, well, first of all, with GraalVM and the closed class path, there's no new types there. But also just in general, we assume that whatever was compiled is also what's going to be there at runtime. We don't compile every possible code path because that would unnecessarily bloat your GraalVM application. And if you're using GraalVM, the whole point is to be as optimized as possible. So the only way you can have beans that you need at runtime available is by activating the profile at compile time, right? Simple as that. And yeah, I would find ways to avoid that if I were you, right? Yeah, let's see. Oh, hey, this might be a good blog. I just saw a tweet. This might be the blog we need. Let's see, go back here. Oh, that's better. Where'd that tweet go? I don't know why I'm sneezing. Anyway. Yeah, thank you. I don't know what just happened there. I sure hope I'm not sick. I got home only to get sick. Is it springtime in San Francisco? Is that what's happening? Has it finally happened? Like, you wouldn't know it from outside. It's all gray and gloomy outside. Wow, just suddenly right now, I'm just sitting here and like my eyes started watering, my nose started itching, and I had to blow my nose 3 times. That's insane. That was, oh, you know what it might have been? I just turned on the heater a few minutes ago, like an hour ago. I wonder if it stirred things up. Okay. Hey, Deshaun, that's a good idea. Yeah, you could have a different image. Yeah, good idea, Deshaun. One solution to the profile situation is to have different images for each profile. And then those images can be combined into a single manifest. Are you talking about like a Docker or something? Well, either way, good stuff. Or just, if at all possible, move to a profileless world. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Oops. Well, there's blood. I wonder what happened there. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, moving on. So we got, I just saw an article, but no, that's not it. I just saw a blog pop up on Twitter and I can't find it on here, which is how to migrate from Java 8 to 17. And I would like to find it. Let me see. Does the search work worth a damn? Java 8 to 17. March 3, 2023. Use string, compact string, text block. Okay, just a periodic reminder. Okay, Microsoft Build of OpenGDK has been optimized for Azure. ARM 64, Deshaun, do you see that, buddy? ARM, yes. Go Microsoft. Hell yes. Look at that. Microsoft Build of OpenGDK has been optimized for Azure ARM 64. Okay, I'm in. Sign me up. That's all about that. I know. Look at this. Oh, yes. You had told me. You had told me 20 years ago. New side mission unlocked. Exactly. It's gonna be dope. What is this? Oh, yes. Did you see these glorious wallpapers? Thank you to myself for remembering. Look at that. Come on, load faster. Oh, these are the IntelliJ wallpapers. They're just making them available. I guess people have been clamoring for them. So you can just download them. Look at that. Gorgeous. And a blue variant. What is this? Blue variant. There's a blue variant. Oh, that's this one right here. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I'm gonna paste this in the chat. Guess what you should all be getting right now. Yeah. Your messages are missing. Are you using Twitter? Ah, Mahmoud, my friend Mahmoud. Uh, they did a ton of jar, eh? Blog. Oh yeah, that's right on time. Hell yes. Okay, perfect. It's Siva. Of course it's a great. Okay, yeah, good, 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 good. Right there at the top. Um, wait, Siva is another one of my community heroes, right? Like Siva Labs, YouTube. Well, if you just look for Siva Labs, you'll find a bunch of stuff. But he's got a YouTube channel, so go ahead and subscribe. Let's give this guy, you know, uh, as much love as possible. Great stuff. He's been he's now working for Atomic Jar, and all that. Oh, look at that 3.1 support for test containers. Yes, good stuff. Go watch. Go get that stuff. Good. Um. Okay, what else do we got, friends? Spring one on Twitter. Oh, Spring Happy Hour, Thursday, 18 May. Hell yeah, it was fun. But past tense, we don't need the. Can you see library vulnerabilities? What's that about? Oh, okay. Okay, so now we just have to sort these things out. So, friends, I'm just gonna go. There's a little bit of arrogant here. I get it. But yeah, this should be the first thing you watch if you're gonna read and watch anything in this list. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. What else do we have? Did the podcast not somehow make it into this? Where's the podcast? Spring.io blog. Ruh-roh. Actually, that's a good point. Where are the Spring.io blogs in general? Has my software failed? So Spring Boot 3 out of 7. I'm confused why all these things didn't show up in my first roundup. That's very concerning. Spring Boot 3 out of 7. Two out of 7, 1, 2. 23. Here. Yeah. Hi, Rohit. Hello. Let's see here. Okay. All posts. 2.5. Amazing how far back we support things. Amazing. Yeah, I'm a little worried. This is May 18th. Did my bot miss all this? Let's see. Grubhub John Burns. So John Burns was on this show recently, right? Like less than I don't know, a few weeks ago, a month ago, a week, 1,000 years ago. It was recently, okay? It was this year. I don't know. It all kind of blends together. I was here in San Francisco, so it had to be before the 4th of May. But anyway, he was on the show. So you don't have to listen to that podcast episode, is all I'm trying to say. You already saw it if you watched it on this YouTube channel. But if you didn't, then you can listen to the podcast. You can watch it here. I don't care. It's all good. Whatever works for you. Or don't. I guess that's an option as well. Hi. How are you? Good to see you. Spring integration. Yeah, spring integration went GA. Spring integration 6.1 GA. My all-time favorite projects. Okay. Weird. So this is the last one. It got this one. This is every blog I just showed you was since May 18th, and for some reason my bot picked this one up already. How come it didn't pick the other? That's bizarre. Whatever. Okay, so we got all this. That's like 20 items of fun reads. I've read all this stuff. I just didn't. Let's see which one did not. I read all the things, and for some reason, some of them didn't get bookmarked. That's bizarre. Friends, that's the roundup. I think we're good. I think I'm just gonna put my little spin in the beginning here, and I'll publish that, and it'll be out on your RSS feeds in no time. And oh, you're not able to post links in the chat. Deshaun, you're the person I would ask. How would I fix that? Like I for Twitch, I got rid of you apparently you can't even post comments in Twitch without like a delay. So I went in there finally and I mucked around with the settings and it's fine. I think I fixed it down to like it's such a low threshold now. So you're all on your best behavior. Don't send anything stupid. Yeah, it's you have to have like an account and all that, but it's basically like easy. I don't know. Okay, well, yeah, that's the roundup. That's gonna go up on This Week in Spring. I think that's good. I think I think we're gonna call it good. I think you're good with the setting you have. I don't have a set. I mean, I don't know what setting I have. I wouldn't even know where to go check. Like it'd be nice if we could post a link, is all I'm trying to say. As long as it's not like crypto or something. Or maybe you have to like have been in the chat for more than a week or whatever. Then you can post links. That seems reasonable. StreamYard, I'm looking at you. Oh, by the way, actually, tomorrow, this is for real. I'm doing a webinar with my buddy Marcus Helberg over at Vaden, the old Vaden farm. We're going to be talking about Spring Boot 3 in Vaden, and that's tomorrow at 8 o'clock Central European time, 12 o'clock Eastern time. That's 9 o'clock. That'll be like an hour ago. If this were today, if today were tomorrow, then right now I would be an hour late to my own webinar. So this will be tomorrow minus 1 hour, exactly. Spring Boot 3.x in Vaden. Should be fun. Should be good. So don't miss that. Join up, register now. In fact, I'm going to put that in the old chat here. And I'm just going to put that there for those of you who are watching on the inner tubes. Just join us. It's going to be fine. It'll be good. Good stuff. Hey, so, okay, I should probably put that front and center somewhere. Where's that button link? I already lost it in here. There we go. That'll be fine. Okay, that'll be there tomorrow. 23 hours from now, like 23 hours and 1 minute from now, we'll be doing this live. So hopefully it'll be ready by then. It feels like it's gonna be ready. I don't know. You know, we could. We're certainly gonna find out. Yeah, good stuff. All right, friends. I think we did a good thing here today. It's been fun, but I'm gonna go sync up with Marcus to make sure that our webinar is fine tomorrow. We've got a thing I gotta do, and then also, did I mention there's a Zelda game called Tears of the Kingdom, which is dominating my every thought. So I'm gonna go do that as well. What a day! I don't like days like where I'm, I just got back, I'm exhausted, and I feel like I've got a lot of stuff to do today. It's not gonna be hard. I just don't like having to-do lists, but I can barely think. That's okay. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for all the great conversation. This is good. Let's do it again tomorrow. Same springtime, same spring channel. Oh yeah, office hours. 2.5 hours. Go. Don't miss. Spring